In this video I checked the acids available in supermarkets to clean corrosion caused by alkaline battery leak. I will use pH meter to test acidity of Harpic toilet cleaner containing hydrochloric acid, Barkeeper's Friend powder containing citric and oxalic acids, Kilrock washing machine cleaner powder containing sulfamic acid, and vinegar, i.e. acetic acid. Then I will use Barkeeper's Friend solution and Harpic to clean PCB. First, I need to ask you to be very careful when using any chemicals on electronics. Stop and think. Know what you are doing. Disconnect power, remove batteries, discharge capacitors. Protect your skin, protect your eyes. Remember, these solutions are not intended to use in the way presented in this video. So you're taking the risk and you can damage things if you follow. Alkaline batteries leak potassium hydroxide. That's the electrolyte inside the battery. Once potassium hydroxide is outside of the battery, it binds carbon dioxide from the air and forms potassium carbonate. And potassium carbonate, white crystals, sometimes with a green tinge from the copper corrosion, is what you can see around the battery and on the PCB when the battery leak happens. Potassium carbonate is alkaline, so the best way to remove it is to mix it with acid. Going to be a typical acid-base neutralize reaction. Quite often vinegar is recommended to do that. I'm going to check other acids that are available in supermarkets, easily available on the shelves of household products, and I'm going to compare acidity, assuming the more acidic is the solution, the more likely it is going to work more efficiently. So once again, this is what I'm going to check. Harpic with hydrochloric acid. Be careful because there are also Harpics without hydrochloric acid. Barkeeper's Friend powder, Kilrock washing machine powder, and distilled vinegar. So we start with acetic acid, which is vinegar, and as you can see, and the acidity and the measured acidity is 2.5. Quite often it is cited that the pH of vinegar can be in between 2 to 3. In this case it's perfectly in the middle. Next one is going to be Kilrock washing machine cleaner powder. There are 2 sachets in this box. It contains sulfamic acid, and the acidity is 2.3. pH is 2.3. Next one is going to be Barkeeper's Friend powder. It contains 2 acids, citric acid and oxalic acid. I dissolved powder with deionized water to achieve saturated solution, and the pH of such mixture was 1.3, so quite acidic. And finally, the most acidic of all those 4 fluids was Harpic with hydrochloric acid. This is Harpic Power Plus. It does contain hydrochloric acid, and the acidity of this fluid is quite strong, is 0.5. So it is quite strong acid. It is blue in color because other Harpics toilet cleaners that are pink in color, they are not as acidic. They do not contain hydrochloric acid. So here is my PCB that needs cleaning. First, I try to mechanically remove as much crystals in a gentle way, obviously, as possible. Here are rivets that connect both sides of the PCB and I'm using a very thin drill to go through the rivets, through the hole, and get everything out of these holes. You can see at the tip of the drill there is this green, whitish, greenish crystals coming out. In the next cleaning stage, I put acid. In this case, it's barkeeper's friend solution, so oxalic acid and citric acid with this pH of 1.3, hoping that this is going to dissolve all these residual crystals of potassium carbonate. I left it for 45-50 minutes and then rinse it with water. I've noted that in some areas it wasn't very clean. There was still some residual crystals there. So I used Harpic, this hydrochloric acid, and it removed this literally within a minute. This Harpic, we need to be very careful because it can cause corrosion itself if it's left too long on copper and components. And then finally I rinse it again in the running water, and finally in the deionized water, and then obviously we need to remove all the water from under the components, from all the corners of PCB, and use some hair dryer or any other source of heat to dry the PCB. And it worked quite nicely. I don't know whether this PCB is working because it will require a little bit more work, this device. But it looks good.